Boy, that Nit Boy was quite disgusting, right? So I've got these birds to eat any nits that I might get. Well, now you've got a task to do. Your task is going to be to create a comic strip to tell one of the tales of Nit Boy's revenge. So you get to be Nit Boy and have a revenge. Well, you could use one of the events already in the story, or you could use your imagination. I like your imagination, and make up your own, which is what I prefer. But can't think of something, I get it. Sometimes the old noodle doesn't think of everything. Mine's young, yours is old. But if you can think of something, please do. I'd love to hear what you're going to do. You could retell the knit attack on Mr. Drumhum, Miss Droop, and Mr. Sour Chops. Think about 3 parts to your story. That's right, 3 parts to your story. The beginning, the middle, and the end. Use punctuation, action words, and speech bubbles, because we'll look at some comics in just a moment, but in comics they have speech bubbles to show what they're saying. You're going to design it, and then you're going to take a picture and upload it. Let's take a look at some examples and kind of give you some ideas on what you might be able to do. Alright, taking a look at some comics. Here we have 6 different windows. I want you to have a minimum of 5 windows to tell your comic book story. Now, you can see that we've got text on there. This one does have some word bubbles. You can see it there in red and blue to determine who's talking. Now, one of the more famous ones that you might know is Spider-Man. He's got his dialogue going, very simple colors, mainly just his uniform, and then the rest is black and white. And then everyone's favorite superhero, no, it's not Mr. Wilkes. I know I get that all the time. But Aquaman, notice there are a bunch of different bubbles, lots of vivid colors. So for yours, go ahead and take the paper that's there. You're going to split up your paper however you would like. Again, I would like you to have a minimum of 5 different story parts. This one here, as you can see, the top one now has 2 different parts for the story, and they may be different shapes and sizes. They don't have to be uniform. That's the beauty of using a comic book to tell a story. You have different parts, and it's really dialogue driven. So remember, your dialogue or the conversation is what's going to drive this particular story. So here you can see I have 8 different windows. Again, I want you to have a minimum of 5, but I would love to see you do 8. I know you can do it. You can come up with something to put in each and every one of those windows. Now, maybe you're not sure what to do. Well, you could also turn Nit Boy into a super knit. Or you could have one of his knits grow up to be the size of him. Whatever you do, the options are unlimited. I'm just going to sketch one here for you of a knit. Again, just simple shapes, circles, triangles for arms, rectangles for arms. Very easy to do. Just do your best. At the end, make sure you click submit with your story.